I'm Miss Kim, and I'm so excited to teach you how to make a Christmas tree using Tempera paint markers and Sharpie. So let's begin. So today we're making a Christmas tree with Tempera paint markers. Then I'm working with a watercolor paper that's a little bit heavy in weight. You want it a little thick and heavy because this way your paper won't buckle or bend or wave. All right, and then here are some of the colors I pulled out of my 8-pack. The green for the tree and yellow for the star. 2 glitter glue pens, I guess you could say, because they have a fine tip applicator. So red and blue for the red and blue ornaments on my tree. I didn't want to do all the ornaments, but you certainly could. I figured to show you with and without glitter. And then a black Sharpie to sign it and to put the details of your star and tree in. I'm going to start with making my tree. And I'm going to leave a little room for the star up above and just eyeball the center. You don't have to get a ruler out. And then just come down a bit to start where the top of your tree is and just kind of squeeze with your fingers the bottle a little to activate the paint out of the sponge. But all you have to do is push down and squeeze a little to activate it, and it'll be kind of wet. And then I simply just went out like this, came in, went out, came in, went out, and you can make as many branches to come out as you want. I had more here. It doesn't really matter, just do what I'm telling you, and you can squeeze when you need to go back with the line. If there's some white spots in there, don't worry about it. We'll be going in to fill it in anyway. You're just getting the basic shape down of your tree, and if it goes like that, that's fine, and then we can put some down here. Okay. Let's start at the top again and just kind of go the same way this way. Kind of balance it out, but doesn't have to be exact because a tree is, if you want it to look natural, it's got to be kind of not exactly the same. But pretty symmetrical, but not exactly symmetrical to make it more realistic looking. Okay, let's start from the top, and I'm just going to fill in my tree, and if I pick up my dauber at the end, it'll create that effect of like here, like you see, of the end of the branches of a Christmas tree, how it looks. But it's a design too, so it doesn't have to be perfect. Everybody will know it's a Christmas tree, a pine tree, or an evergreen tree, I should say. More of an evergreen. Okay, and so you're going to just keep brushing out those strokes for your tree, and if some white shows through, I think it makes it interesting because in the tree you have some spaces that the branches don't cover entirely green, so that's okay. It makes it look like a real Christmas tree. Okay, I thought this was a little bit of an easier project for a mini, and it's something that you could do with everybody in the family, grandma, grandpa, siblings. I'm going to actually just throw another branch in here because I think it would look better. See, that's how forgiving this project is. And I'm squeezing as I'm moving my pink Tempera paint marker along, like so. So this is a fun project for your younger siblings, for mom and dad, for your friends, for your cousins, aunt, uncle, grandma, grandpa, whoever. You can all do this for fun on Christmas, Christmas Eve, if you're looking for a fun activity, and everybody can make their own Christmas tree. I think that could be kind of a fun activity, and then you could all hang them up and display them, and maybe you can make one and give it to grandma and grandpa for Christmas, and they could take it home with them. You get the idea, or make one for your family or friends. People love handmade gifts, and if you want, you can make one for them, and then you can make another one and keep it for yourself. And if you have these Tempera paint markers, you're going to want to try to make other things, like say maybe a snowman, or maybe an ugly sweater contest you could do with your family. So have fun and use up these paint markers, daubers. Kind of makes me think of a bingo marker grandma might use at the bingo hall to mark her numbers when they're calling them. So she'll know what to do with these. So you just make sure you push and squeeze. If your hand gets a little tired, because the squeezing can be hard, shake out your hand a little. It's hard being an artist, isn't it? All right, let's go back in and keep on filling in that tree. Oh, I can't wait. I love the holidays. I hope you guys are making your house real pretty for the holidays and decorating. I hope we get some snow so we can make some snowman outside. And let's make some memories and let's have some fun and be happy. Hey, I love it. All right, I like the tree like that. And there might be some lines in there. Just leave that because that's what a tree looks like. Now I'm going to take the yellow and I'm going to go at the top. I'm simply making a big circle. And then I'm going to go just have that light shine out for the whole world to see my pretty star on top of my Christmas tree. Let it shine bright and let it just go all the way out. Just don't have it run into the Christmas tree green because it will change the color of your tip of your dauber. If you have to, use a paper plate or a napkin and clean off your tip, squeezing it and wiping it until you get your yellow back. You should get a little green on your tip. That's a good helpful tip. We're going to have to let this dry. I can start putting ornaments on the outside part that's still not wet, like so. See how I have it here? I'm pointing on the outside, I should say, only. Wherever it's not touching the green, I can go ahead and start. I'm actually going to go for purple. Why not? Let's go for purple first. And it can be any way you want to do it. You just daub it. You just squeeze. And there's a little way to hold it like this here, but up here you could squeeze and really get the paint through better. And if you want to practice on a paper plate first to see how it goes, go ahead. So I'm just kind of randomly picking wherever I want to put that purple ornament. And yeah, there's purple ornaments. It's okay. You can put a purple ornament on your tree. I am going to keep this out for when I go within the tree, or actually I'll just put it in here just in case so it doesn't roll out onto my wet paint. All right, I'm going to grab an orange one. Why not? Again, unscrew it and push it down. There you go. And it could be wherever you want. It doesn't have to be every branch on the same side and all that. It could be like I'm going to put one here. Okay. Once the tree's dry, of course, then I'll put ornaments within it. I'm going to go for the red one. Shake it up a little. Can't hurt. And then twist that top off. And we're going to squeeze. One here. One here. Here. So your piece should be dry by now. And you give it like a good 10 minutes or so. Make sure, it says it's a quick dry, the Tempera paints. One way to check is to tilt your paper to make sure you don't see any shiny spots. If there are slightly shiny, just know that that's a little damp there. And just be careful. But for the most part, this is dry. And by the touch with your finger, if there's no paint that gets on your finger, then you know it's dry. Okay, so you want it dry because you're going to add more lights and you're going to add more ornaments, and we're going to use a marker to do detailing. I'm going to start at the top with the star with the black Sharpie. So I have one here, and it looks like this. I'm going to use the tip of it to make my star. So I'm going to do a top tip, like so. I'm going to do a side one, like so, the top of my star. I'm going to come down, like so. And if I have to connect it a little better, I can do so. Then I'm going to come down like this, kind of like the V shapes, okay? And I can just kind of color it in a little thicker, like so. And if it leaves a little white, that's okay. That'll give it some interest and create a pretty little star. Then I'm going to put the lines to shoot out the rays. So you just kind of take the line and you just go quick straight lines. You don't pick it up, just go shooting it out and lifting it up, just like that. Don't think about it too much, just do it. Okay, since this is dry, we're gonna put the marker down, put the cap on it, close it up. We're gonna pick another color now. I'm gonna go with orange to start. And I'm just gonna put the orange ornaments wherever I'd like on my tree. Okay, so I'm looking at the colors I already placed. Well, there's 2 orange here. I don't want to put too many. So, you know, just kind of be mindful a little bit like that of where you're choosing to put your ornament colors. And see how it has a little green showing through? I think that's interesting. So let's just leave it like that. We're not needing to color it in fully. And just kind of dab it wherever you would like on your Christmas tree, your ornaments. Really, there's not too much wrong with this project. It's a nice, light, fun activity, and I just want you to have fun. Oh, see, I made a little error. All I do is go right over it and push and squeeze and lift straight up. So you're gonna make little oops along the way. It's okay. Keep creating, have fun. Here comes the yellow. Let's make some yellow ornaments on our bright Christmas tree. Put some Christmas music on while you're making your project. Share it with your friends and family. Have some laughs and just have fun. Make a memory. Holidays are about getting together, uniting, and laughing and enjoying. That's what's the most important part of the holiday. Not about the gifts, not about how many cookies. It's about just having fun and spending time together. Okay, let's put the lid on that color and slide it in. I am going to add some purple ornaments. If you're not like, I don't like purple, well then don't put purple in yours. It's okay. I'm not going to grade you. If you like, I love purple, then put more purple ornaments. It's all good. This is your tree that you are making. Make it your own. All right, let's go and do some blue ornaments. Boys can make Christmas trees too. Grandma can make a Christmas tree like this. It's a pretty easy activity. Your little brother or sister might want to do this, and guess what? They can. They can push this down straight and bring it straight up. Maybe somebody in the family doesn't feel very artistic or feels they can draw. They can do this activity. Whoever wants to join in, ask them, come on, let's do this together. Let's make a memory. And it doesn't have to be perfect. That is what I love about it. And it is okay. Okay, I am going to let those dry. While I'm waiting, I signed my tree with my signature at the bottom. Mrs. Kim. It's a little bit of cursive, a fancy handwriting, and printing. And then I put 2020 ... And then I'm going to let this dry a little, but I have just 2 colors of glitter glue I'm going to work with. I figured I want to keep the supplies simple because the holidays can be kind of busy and hectic. And this could be a nice, light, easy activity, and everybody can do it. Okay, here's a a red glitter pen is what I want to say, with an applicator. Anywhere the red ornaments are, I've decided to glitter them up. You don't even have to do all of them. I'm not going to do all of them on mine. I'm going to do a few. But this one you can see I did all of them. And the reason I'm deciding to do that is I want you to see that you can do it however you want to do it. And it's fine. And you can always go back and do the others if you want. I'm just picking whichever ones I want to glitter on the red randomly, just because this is how I'm going to do it. And I like the little bit of sparkle added in with the Tempera paint. Okay. I didn't want all my ornaments to be sparkling. I just didn't. So I didn't do it that way. All right, now I'm going to do the blue. And I'm not going to do all the blue, just a few. So we're almost done with this project. And it's fun. You squeeze. You put the tip down, you squeeze, and you just go in a little circle right over that paint that you, that ornament that you painted with the Tempera marker, Tempera paint marker. Okay. I'm going to look at it one more time. Do I think I need to put any more glitter paint on any ornament? Am I happy with it? I can always go back and do so. I think I'm happy with it. I am leaving it just like it. I love it just like it is. I'm going to let it dry overnight because the glitter glue needs time. It will be thick. It'll have a little texture, a little lift where it has glitter glue. Don't touch it because you could smear it. Let your piece dry flat, and when you're ready, as you can see, I have a Sharpie marker, and I have some Sharpie marker detailing in my example here. It's simply to give you a little outline of there's a Christmas tree. So we want to do that. What we're going to do is very carefully. You can let this dry overnight and do this detailing, but if you feel confident enough and take your time, you can do this while these are still a little wet, the glitter glue ornaments, okay? I'm going to start from the top, and I'm simply doing like little outlines of the tree, like so. And they're going to be a little squiggly, the lines and stuff, and that's okay. And you're not completely outlining the tree, you're just giving the suggestion of the shape of the tree by putting these little accent lines, I want to call them, in. Okay, so see how I don't have it all outlined like a coloring book. It's just some lines to say, oh, there's branches in here that are Christmas tree branches. Just like this. See how I'm doing that? And I'm not touching the wet ornaments. And I'm being careful not to do that. So it's very easy, and I use a Sharpie marker. If you really don't have a Sharpie marker, then just get a black marker, like you get with a set. Is fine too. But this is a little nicer, and it has a finer tip to it, and it helps in your detailing, like I'm doing here. Okay. I know with painting it's hard because you want to jump in, but it needs to dry, but you have to sometimes be patient and let things dry a little bit. I know I've taught enough art classes that adults and kids get impatient with it, but it's necessary to be cautious and work, or wait and let it dry and then go back in with your other detailing like this. Okay? So keep that in mind. Try to be patient and wait for the right time for you to do it. If you feel you need to let it dry overnight, then let it dry overnight. See what I'm doing? It's just simple little lines, but look at it. It really makes you say, oh, Christmas tree. And I think it finishes it nice. I'm going all the way to the bottom, like I'm doing here. And I'm going to look it over. I think I want to throw a little one in here. And just fix it a little bit. And I think I'm pretty happy with that. All right, too much fussiness, you don't want to do that either. I'm going to fix my star a touch. I think that looks fine. You can hang it up on your refrigerator or a cork board, or just hang it somewhere up with all your Christmas decorations, and you can have your Christmas tree that you made. I hope everybody has a lovely holiday. Remember to have a great time. Have fun making this with your family, or just do it for yourself. So this is Miss Kim reminding you, be happy, keep creating, and have happy holidays. Bye for now.